The World Food Program is challenging billionaires to step up to help solve world hunger. It says it needs about $6.6 billion US to save about 42 million people on the edge of starvation. That comment grabbed the attention of business magnate Elon Musk. He tweeted, "If the World Food Program can describe on this Twitter thread exactly how $6 billion will solve world hunger, I will sell Tesla stock right now and do it." Arif Hussain is the World Food Program's chief economist. He is in Rome. Arif Hussain, thank you so much for joining us today. Are you any closer to convincing Elon Musk to donate $6 billion to your organization?
I'm just grateful that, we have started this discussion with Mr. Musk, which is shining the light on a really, really critical issue in the world right now. As you know, after COVID, the number of people who are in food security hunger crises has doubled, from 135 million in 2019 to more than 270 million today. And out of those 270 million people, there are about 42 million people who are already in emergencies, meaning a step away from famine. This is in places like Afghanistan, places like Yemen, South Sudan, Central African Republic, Northeast Nigeria, Madagascar, several places. So what we are asking, especially this year, when everybody's so beaten up, not only because of the usual reasons, as in climate crisis, as in conflict, as in economic marginalization, but on top of that, COVID-19. So we are asking high worth individuals like Mr. Musk to come up and help these 42 million people, which is, and let me just very quickly give you the math. Why 6.6 billion? All we are saying is that if you gave one meal per day, just one meal per day, at a cost of 43 cents for 365 days, you will get to a total of $6.6 billion. Now, it looks like a whole lot, but when you break it down, it's not a whole lot. One meal per day for 365 days for 42 million people. That's our ask.
You certainly got Mr. Musk's attention, and there's been a conversation back and forth over Twitter. He's calling for transparency about where this money would be going, and apparently seems to be willing to go that route if you guys can provide some transparency about where the money will be spent. Do you think he's going to pony up and put up this money?
I hope so. We are working in good faith. I certainly hope so. And by the way, our books are open. Let me just tell you a little bit about World Food Program. I mean, we did win or were awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, but we also have an executive board, which is made up of governments like United States of America, like the biggest donor, like Canada, like Germany, like most members of the European Union, many others. And they make sure they are our oversight body. So it's not like we don't have governance or we don't have this oversight. So our books are open. We follow standard international regulations. Our books are open for anybody to see. They are available in public domain. We have our evaluations, we have our audits, all of that for the last 10 years on the World Food Program website, www.wfp.org, and you can see all of this. So it's all available, and we are willing to share anything which is needed to get the job done.
Recently, Amazon's Jeff Bezos took some criticism over his space flight and how much money he spent on that venture, when it was pointed out perhaps what that money could have been done to help with earthly challenges. Do you think that moment is changing the conversation about wealth and inequality in the world right now?
Look, I think, if people did not make money, things will not happen. It's not about making money. It's not about doing what you want to do. It is about people providing one meal to somebody in a place like Afghanistan. I mean, I don't know if you saw that, a couple of days ago on CNN, there was a show about people having to sell their daughters to put food on the table. I think in 21st century, that should never happen. It should never happen, period. And if there are people out there who can help, what else do you want? When things are so bad and you are in a position to help, why not? And I think that's the point with the billionaires and with the others who need to come up and help us out. And frankly, let me just say this as well. It is not about WFP. If Mr. Musk or any of the billionaires want to do this by themselves, all power to them. We will help them do that. But let's do it.
Are there any specific Canadian billionaires or Canadian super rich individuals that you've reached out to that you'd like to step up in this large-scale campaign?
No, we haven't really done that. We have our appeals are out. I think Mr. Musk's discussion has also helped, making other billionaires aware of what is going on. And at the end of the day, if just a few people can come together and put this money together one time, $6 billion is a one-time stopgap measure, so we can keep people alive, that would be good enough. And frankly, it's also about lending their voice to addressing the root causes, the reasons. Why are people in trouble? People are in trouble because there is too much conflict. People are in trouble because we are not looking at the climate crisis as we should. People are in trouble because of the economic marginalization caused by COVID-19. Can we lend their voice, stop the conflicts? If you stop the conflicts, needs will drastically come down. So it is about giving them money. It is about lending the voice to say enough is enough. Let's stop these conflicts so people can have their lives back and they can have their livelihoods back.
Arif Hussain, thank you so much for your time today and this important conversation. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm Vashi Capellos, host of Power in Politics. See more of our show by subscribing to the CBC News channel or click the link for another video.